TIFU by being unfaithful with a model. F20. Do art commissions. My BF, M22, has always been supportive of my art and even modeled poses I needed for some of my commissions if his body type fit what the client was looking for. We both have a circle of friends we both share. Some of the friends in the circle go to the gym with him, each having their own unique body shape. And they are all different. Usually people will commission some of their own characters, but most are characters from animes and stuff like that. Some of his friends have very similar body types to what I am commissioned for. Every character has their own body type. Some thinner, some more muscular. With our friends' permission they will do the pose I ask for. It is not sexual for either parties. I just use them as references. My mother saw me talking to one of our mutual friends and me trying to pose him on FaceTime to get the angle and pose I needed. However, the only thing she saw was me telling a shirtless man to pose on his knees. Very awkward for all parties. I got the pose I wanted and he sent a few photos in that pose with different angles that his GF took. She has been a reference for me a few times and she and him support me and know it's not anything intimate. My mother called my boyfriend without me knowing to dinner with us. I was surprised and happy to have him over for dinner. When we sat down she asked me if I had anything I'd like to tell him. I was confused and said that I didn't but was happy to have him over. She got upset and told him to brace himself and told him I cheated on him. He asked her what she meant and she told him I was on the phone with a man on his knees. My boyfriend and I just started laughing. My mother asked what was funny about me being unfaithful to him. I explained to her that it wasn't me being unfaithful and how I was having our friend pose for a drawing. She just sat there and apologized profusely. I called up our buddy to confirm it and him and his girlfriend told her they have been my personal models for a while. How my mom forgot I do that is beyond me. Everything is fine now, but I thought it'd be funny to share. Edit. Before you get mad at how she reacted to the situation, she just got out of an abusive relationship with my father. She's safe now and she's in therapy. She is doing better and has been showing progress. I agree she should have talked to me first, but in the past that was not a safe option. TL. Dear, I was having a friend pose on FaceTime for an art ref. Mother saw and told my BF I was cheating on him. Glad it all worked out, but Jesus. Why would your mom not just talk to you about it instead of trying to pull off some horrific gotcha moment when your boyfriend showed up? Honestly. On one side, mom. She was ready to call you out when she thought you were doing something wrong. That being said, it would have been better if she just voices your concerns to you directly. I understand that she's going through a tough time, so I wish her the best. In such times, communication issues can happen, but I'm glad that it just ended up being a humorous incident. You need to have a talk with your mother about boundaries. She was quick to want to cause a breakup, rather than actually have an adult conversation with you about what she saw. I would be questioning if A. she secretly wanted to hurt you or B. secretly wanted to hurt your BF. Not saying this to be rude, but just speaking honestly, I'm not sure the reaction makes any more sense with the added context from the edit. In fact, I think it makes even less sense. I mean, your mom just got out of an abusive relationship. Yet she thought that it would be appropriate to tell your boyfriend you were unfaithful to him. Based off of almost nothing? How would her abusive ex have treated her if someone told him such a thing about her? It's wild to me that she wouldn't have spoken to you about this first. I would have expected her first thought as a parent would be to try to protect you from harm, rather than throwing you under the bus like that. Regardless of whether or not she approved of your perceived actions. IDK. It just struck me as tremendously weird, but I'm not trying to disparage her by saying so. I hope you're all well and she's doing better now that she's not in that relationship anymore. But in the past that was not a safe option. What was? Talking to you? Or bringing something up with your father? Either way, I'd expect more loyalty from my mom. I'm a little confused by your edit. How is the safer option making everything public and in your face? Usually safer options are more secretive. It's kinda weird that you're connecting her poor reaction to her abusive relationship. TBH, you have great mom right there. Clickbait, this ain't being unfaithful. I hope therapy teaches your mom to mind her own goddamn business. Misery loves company. At least now you know your mom approves of your boyfriend enough that if you were cheating, she would save your BF. Your poor mother, to treat her own child with such disdain shows she is mentally unwell. So, there was no foo. Your mom seems like she was really trying to do the right thing. She's just a little misguided in her attempts. It's good that she would be willing to call you out. If you were, in fact, cheating. What isn't good is that she jumped to conclusions and didn't speak to you about her assumptions. She just needs to learn about healthy conflict management and boundaries so in the future she can handle things like this with more grace. Less assumptions and more communication. I hope that therapy will help her start on the path to healing. The situation that you and your mother were in sounds horrendous. I think that's more today. My mom fucked up. I'm glad she was able to apologize. Hopefully she'll be able to laugh about it soon. Did he block you so can't respond to? Lol. I feel like a lot more PPL should do this if there is actual cheating. Rolling on the floor laughing. Sister, you are a lovely person. Cherish your mom. This story is a lot more wholesome than I thought it would be when I just read the title. Thanks for sharing. Not the best way to handle her concerns. Although the info provided makes it understandable. But it's just a mom looking out for her cub. Glad it was all sorted and ended up as a funny story.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.